Hey guys, thanks for coming back and checking another video out here on Easy Catch 'em Fishing. Today is a very special day. We're gonna go out to Trout Kickoff at Gruene Outfitters. It's October 19th finally. So we're gonna go out there. It's 2:30 right now. I'll be there about 3:15, just in time for the first lesson of entomology. We got the whole list, breakdowns right there. So that's the schedule. I'm gonna learn a lot of great stuff today. Hopefully pick up a lot of tips and tricks, have a good time, make some friends, get to know that community, and just maybe and also win some stuff in the raffle. All in all, I'm gonna have a good time, and maybe I could pick up some stuff and go out tomorrow and have a great day. You know, take what I learned today, and I plan to go back out and hit the water tomorrow morning. So let's go get over there, and let's see what we get into. All right guys, so we made it here to Gruene Outfitters. Here at the Trout 2024 Trout Kickoff. See, they already got it all set up. Awesome shop here. Let's see what kind of atmosphere we got going on. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. What do you guys got going on over here?
So, we're having drawings every little bit, but then there's classes too. So just put your name in, and then when we get ready to draw, we'll make a big deal.
Is there like an entry or just kind of like a free?
Just
entry?
put your, it's free, yeah.
Okay.
You have to be present.
You have to be present.
So we've got some of the main bug categories here in front of us. We're going to talk a little bit about each of them. So if somebody wants to grab this, y'all can just pass this around. That cup there is full of small mayfly nymphs, and those are clinger mayflies. You notice they got arms that kind of stick out like this, sticks and stuff like that on the subsurface. They'll be all across the river bottom. It's a swimming mayfly variety called an Isonychia. And we call them ISOs for short. Very, very important food source in the Guadalupe River. There are tons of those throughout the trout section of the river in the upper, I would say upper 15 to 20 miles that we have. So 15 of it's roughly trout water. 3 different categories: clingers, swimmers, and burrowers. The little guys that I handed around first are clingers. The next ones are going to be the swimmers. And the burrowers, we only have one species of in Central Texas, and that is the Hexagenia. That is a mayfly nymph that is literally this long. They're huge. They're the big, bright yellow ones when they hatch off.
Are these a swimmer?
That's an Isonychia. That's a swimming mayfly nymph.
Okay.
In this cup, we've got damselfly nymphs, just a different variety. See, they're kind of real, almost skeletal looking and a little skinny.
Okay.
These are like the broader kind of clinger mayfly, or damselfly nymphs, excuse me. These have, the damselfly nymphs have feathery tails. You can see how the tails are real feather-like.
Right.
That's really the way to ID them there. See that?
Okay.
This is a caddisfly larva.
Okay.
Over here, we had 2 different damselflies. Little different variety.
Okay.
This is a helgramite. They're terrifying.
Right.
Dragonflies are going to be bulbous bodied, and when they expel water out of their rear end, it's called siphoning. That's how they move around. These are smaller mayfly nymphs of different varieties. I just found some small ones in there. And then this is a juvenile crayfish.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Right here I have a spray bottle full of rubbing alcohol. That's all it is. All we're going to do is spray this down. I know these have leaks in them. The question is, will we find it? If you will notice, right now I don't have any leaks here around. So far, they're showing up here. All the leaks that show up are going to look this color right here, this real dark gray. Revivex on it, the only thing is you got to spray it while the garment is wet. So you actually wet the garment down, let it waterlog, then put Revivex on. Boy, I've repaired these a few times.
Let's go ahead and take a little tour of the fly shop. We got Gruene Outfitters. Let's kind of take a little tour of everything, show you guys.
How are you?
It's kind of a lot of the apparel section out here. Got a lot of nice stuff. A lot of nice brands.
So, but well, now I've got no rebel, but
Let's head out back to the fly shop. Got a lot of gear here, fish pond. Got a lot of trout flies. This whole section is trout flies. Looks like they stocked up. Wading boots. Here are the fly rods there. Some really dope nets right here.
Water reading presentation. If you want to gather around this kind of area here, stay within about a rod's length because I'm going to be swinging this thing around and I don't want to put anybody's eyes out. That way, right? Everybody's seeing rocks in the river, so these pink lines are just indicating a main current line in the river, right? Obviously, this little pile of rocks you can see creates eddies, right? You can see how the swirl around the rocks, right? Create an eddy. You're fishing in this river, and you're fishing in the tan. The fish aren't there. The fish are in the green, right? The greener water, right? Now, if you're wade fishing and you're standing in the green and it's all tan around you, you're probably standing where the fish are, right?
No, that's a baby creek right now. They can add the crap. So they do the back of it. They put the beer up front. But I was talking to the girl, it's like,
You have a 9-foot leader, most of them 4X around here, and you have a 7.5. So what I like to do, there's a couple of ways to do this, but what I do is on a 9-foot, I would take 20 inches off of it, and I would cut it, I would retie with a uni knot. So the reason I do that is because now there's a knot, and I put my split shot above it and use it as a bumper. So just like this right here. I put this because they can see a lot better. And from there, I put my first bug, something a little bit bigger, that's an attractor, and I put my second bug underneath about 16 inches or 18 underneath there. You can put something light, like an egg, free floating, or you want something down. Bring your indicator down a little bit, lift this back up. That way it drifts nicely under. You want to have that natural drift around here because the fish will ignore if it's not natural. Bending is important. Let it drift, and then bend. As it drifts, like let's say the river is going from left to right, I'm going to toss it upstream, say 10 o'clock, 11, 12, 1. As it goes to 12, you want to pick up your slack, clean it up, clean it up, clean it up, and then if you want to go further down, let some loose, let some loose, let some loose. Always manage behind it. And when you set, you want to set it upstream because all the fish are facing up. I'm sorry, downstream. That way you don't pull it out of the Was that what happened?
I did that and I set the wrong direction.
The wrong direction.
I got a question for you there. So I like throwing like 3, 4, 8 rods. I don't like throwing these big heavy indicators. I use those soft ones.
You don't have to. There's a lot of ways to use these.
So, this is the weirdest lesson we've ever taught. Okay, so is somebody taking pictures of this? This needs to be done. Okay, so what we're going to do tonight is I want to talk about fly casting, but I also want to do so. We can talk about so many different techniques, but I also want to answer as many questions, or if there's something that the group wants to learn, that's something that I love to teach. So I'm a certified casting instructor through the FFI. I fly cast for more of my life than I haven't. And I love just the art of fly casting in general, not just the fishing side of it. So if there's questions, I would love to take them. We can work on techniques and even different circumstances or things you'd like to learn on the river. Yes, sir.
How do you go about teaching young kids?
How do you go about teaching young kids? Great question. Texas. How do you make a cast? First off, if you'll notice when the line goes through the air, it has a definitive shape. It's a very definitive U shape. It goes backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. That U shape that it makes in the air is called a loop. A tight loop is where it is less than 4 feet in diameter. A wide loop is where it's greater than 4 feet in diameter. It looks like this. And this is how most people start, is they use their wrist to cast. We don't want that. Here every time so you don't hit the brick wall behind you. If you will pause, just cast, pause, cast. It is literally that tempo, and watch what happens. Brick wall, cast, pause, cast. And we get it. Most people, they bring the rod down like this when they cast, and you wind up getting a pile at the end of this. We don't want that the entire time. Great question. Anybody else? Things you want to learn in casting, things you don't know. If I don't get questions, then I'm going to launch it. Yeah.
I kind of need to perfect and kind of learn like double hauling.
Ah, double hauling. Okay. Everybody's got double haul questions. What was that? You got an answer? Okay, double hauling? All right. I'm good at you holding microphones. Okay. All right. There's a lot of people out there that teach double hauling, and I'm just one of them. I have my opinions on it, and once you learn to double haul, and for those who do not know what a double haul is, a haul is anytime you pull the line like this. So it's going to go haul, feed, haul, feed, haul, feed, haul, feed, haul, feed, haul, feed. So it's kind of like patting your head and rubbing your stomach, which not everybody's really great at, to be totally honest. Talks about, if you look on the fishing films, you might even see this tonight. You'll see people that do this, and they're reaching way across their bodies when they haul. They're doing this. You don't have to do that, because if you reach across your body in a haul, what do you get? You get slack cast. So if you look at it, it's a lot of slow, a little quick at the end, and a stop, and that's what allows this to happen. So when we haul, we want to put that haul where the power goes. So in a double haul, it's hands together, power haul, power haul. So it's going to go at the very end. You don't want to haul early because you wind up getting slack, and you can oftentimes lose touch and tension during the cast. Pulling with my left hand to actually make the haul. I'm going to keep tension with my hand by moving my hands forward together. So Chris is holding the line here, but look at this. If I have the rod here, this is where I want to haul, right here when I start applying power. So as soon as I apply power in the cast, it's haul, and then it goes. Close. That was good. Let's do it again. And haul, cast. And out there it goes.
Hey guys, so I just made it back home. That was a pretty cool time out there at the Trout Kickoff. Pretty cool stuff, as you saw. Pretty nice store and a fly shop in there. And just some useful information. You know, we started off with the entomology, learning about the bugs. Had some wader care, casting demo, you know, all the works, you know, reading the water, rigging up. So it was pretty cool. Got me a little something there as well. Bought these fish pond wading belt. I got a fly and some other stuff. Oh, that's pretty much it, the belt and the fly. So yeah, I had a good time. It was pretty cool. Hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Just a little something out there to show you what how that was. And thank you to Gruene Outfitters, Grtu, and Livingwaters for for presenting that for us and having that for us. So I had a great time. Thank you guys. Leave a like, subscribe to my channel, follow my Instagram, drop a comment down below. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.